homeboy just pulled up with a Bentley, bitch. Homeboy just came in with a Bentley, like clean ass Bentley.
In the 15 for my bro, yeah. 15 with my bro, yeah. Lagos, I wanna come home. Lagos, I wanna come home. Show my aurora.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Zara Beauty in the and I'm back, bitch. I'm back with another video. I've still not fixed my filming room because it still has the echo, so I'm so sorry guys if you can hear any echo, but the bitch is back. And we're back with a non-surgery video this time. We are back with a story time. And girl, may I add that today, the 9th of August, is my 8 months post-op anniversary. Like, I'm shook right now. Can you guys imagine that it's been 8 months? Where does the time go? Okay, but today is a story time video and I gotta be quick because I have a place to be. So today's video is about the time I went out on a date with a pervert. Yeah, your girl has been around, like bitch. So we had met on a dating app. I'm not gonna say the name because bitch is not paid, it's not sponsored, period. And we met on a dating app, and the crazy thing is that we matched the same day and we text for like, let's say 1 minute, and then he asked if he could see me that day. This was a little over a year ago, I think. And I was like, okay, someone serious, you know, he's trying to get his little thing or whatever, like he's not trying to play no games. I was like, all right, cool, boom. So at first I was just like, don't you want to talk a little bit first before we go out? He was like, what's the use? We're gonna talk and then you might decide not to see me. I want you to see me in person, you know, I want to wow you, that. Now, bear in mind that this guy was older. So he was like in his 40s. And y'all know that a bitch doesn't discriminate, okay? As long as you're legal, bitch. And you know I like older men, you know. I like the older men, okay? So I was like, all right, you know, this is him being mature. He's not trying to play all these games like all these young boys. So I was like, all right, cool, boom. That day I finished work, I think around like 6. So he asked if we could see at 6. And I was like, nah, I'm just gonna get off work. So I'm not gonna be able to see at 6. So he was like, all right, I should tell him the time and he'd be there. So I was like, okay, how about 9 o'clock? So I quickly got dressed, whatever, looked cute, girl. I looked hella cute, bitch, okay? So I usually give like guys like another address and then I just drive down to the address and then they just pick me up because I still like that whole, you know, traditional boy meets girl, picks up girl, you know, they go on a date, they talk in the car, stuff like that. But like I had driven because I didn't have the time to know him. So usually before I meet anyone, I talk to them a couple of days. So at least I feel a little bit more comfortable and I can screen them. But this guy, I moved a little bit too fast and girl, I regretted it, okay? I didn't feel comfortable giving him any address that was close by, so I gave him an address that was a couple minutes away. So I driven there and I was running my car. So homeboy just pulled up with a Bentley, bitch. Homeboy just came in with a Bentley, like clean ass Bentley, and I was like, okay, because on his thing I knew he was older. I didn't know he was rich or nothing like that, but like he just pulled up in a Bentley, and I was like, oh, we doing that, okay. I was in my little ass cute little car, you know, whatever, real cute. So I come out of the car and like he had his headlights on me, girl, like boom, boom. I was like, okay, baby, simmer down, okay. I know I'm a supermodel, but girl. We're meant to go to like a restaurant that's a little bit further away, but then I decided to go to one that was kind of closer to my house because I was like, you know what, I don't want to take no chances. First of all, homeboy didn't look like what I thought he was gonna look like. Like his pictures on the dating app were too far off. So when I seen his face, I was like, whoa, whoa. I didn't really know his nationality, and I realized that he was not like what I thought he was. Like he was actually Persian. So I was like, oh, okay, that's not a problem. I've gone out with Persian guys, so it's not like it wasn't a problem for me. We go out to the restaurant and stuff like that, and then we order drinks, and we were talking in the car, but I wasn't feeling the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't really getting to me. I was just like, okay. You know, like he was kind of boring. Like, and usually I get along really well with older guys because I can understand. I talk about politics, religion, social stuff. Like, I'm very, very big on like meaningful conversation, not just about Kylie Jenner and all this weird shit, okay? But he wasn't talking about that. He was asking me if I dated Persian men before, how they were, and I told him, yeah, like the Persian guys I dated before, they tended to be controlling and, you know, they wanted to be in my space all the time and stuff. And then he started to rationalize that. He was like, oh, maybe because you're too beautiful, and you want to make sure you're not looking outside. And I was just like, okay. So it was kind of like he was chastising me, you know what I mean? He kind of was treating me like a kid, and that's one thing I don't fuck with. Even though I like to date older guys, I don't like to fuck with people that treat me like a kid, because I'm not a kid, you know what I mean? Okay. So we go to the restaurant, and then it was more of the same kind of conversation. Now I had contacts in my eyes, and you know how contacts can feel heavy towards the end of the day. Like when you wear them for a long time, they can start to feel heavy. So my eyeballs were like beginning to be heavy. So I just wanted to rest my eyes, aka sleep, bitch. And his conversation was not helping matters, bro. Like, oh, so I got like a couple drinks, and I can hold my liquor. Like, I'm very good. Some guys have tried to actually get me drunk and loosen up, and I'm like, I'm the last person to get drunk. I've not ever gotten drunk in my life. Yeah, because I have a little bit more self-control, and I have really high tolerance for alcohol. Like, I was trying to keep the conversation, but girl, it was boring. So he kept on ordering me drinks. He was like, maybe you need a shot of tequila. And I was like, okay, get me the shot of tequila. So he got the shot of tequila, and you know you put the salt, and you do the salt and the tequila and the lime. Homeboy like brings my hand to his mouth, and he's like, I'm just like, the fuck? Like, first of all, bitch, I'm not feeling you like that. You're boring as fuck. And then you don't look like how you meant to look like. You were like low-key catfish in the face. So why are you doing the like, what's that? So when he did that at first, I was like, okay. At first he was like, and then he did it, but he didn't do it that actually. So I was like, okay, I took the shot. He got me another shot. And then he did that again. Like, but this time he was like, how do you like that? Bitch. I was just like, oh my God, you did not just do that. You were not that guy. That was the first red flag. Then I got a little bit cold because I didn't want to dress. So he was like, okay, let me warm you up. Put your legs underneath my legs. I was like, oh, that's sweet. Da da da. Then homeboy starts to caress my lips. And I was like, okay. If it was just a hand on my lap, I'd be like, okay. If it was somebody I was feeling. But I wasn't even feeling you. Man started to go closer to my underwear. And I'm like, okay, hold on, because that's not gonna fly. So I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, well, what is this? Like, why is your hand going there? He's like, oh no, I'm looking for the place with the most heat. Bitch. When I tell you, I was like, I just took his hand. I was like, you know what? I'm no longer cold. Thank you. I put his hand out the first time. I thought he was gonna get the hint that, yo, don't fucking do that again. This man keeps going. Because he was doing his hand in circles, and he tried to like go to my underwear. I was like, yo, whoa. I just like pushed him out, and I moved my leg to the side. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Stop. He was like, no, it's okay. You know, I'm sorry. Like, nobody does that. Like, that's very weird. After the whole thing, I was just ready to go back to my house. Like, I wasn't feeling this at all. So I was like, honestly, I'm just gonna go back home. I just told him, you know what, I feel really sleepy. My eyes were heavy. My contacts are irritating me. He was like, oh, take off your contacts. I'm like, no, I don't think I want to come out in the middle of the restaurant and take out my contacts. Like, I don't want to do that. I just want to go home. So he was like, okay, sure, we can go home, whatever. And the restaurant was closing too. It was like 12 a.m. So I was like, yeah, I think it's time for me to go home. Oh, first of all, he tried to kiss me in the restaurant. First of all, I'm not the type of person that likes people kissing me. Like, if I'm not feeling you like that, don't fucking kiss me, bitch. Like, I just wanted this date to be over, y'all. This was so weird for me. So then we go to the car, and he's like, oh, which home are we going to? Bitch, we? What is a we? What is a we? We French people. Je ne parle pas français. Like, please don't even try that. We, there's not a we, it's a me, and I'm going to my home, okay? So he drives me to my house, and then as I'm about to leave, you know, usually like, oh, thank you for the date, hug, get the fuck out, peace out. He starts to like touch my neck, and he's like, oh, kiss me, baby. And I'm just like, bitch. And then he's like, please, I'm so horny. And I'm like, I don't know what I meant to do about that. You know, like, I'm sorry, like, you're horny, like, okay. I think it's too fast. I just met you. Not only did I just meet you, it's different if we had matched before we talked, and then, you know, we built a connection. I just matched with you and I just met you. Like, take it easy, slow down, boo-boo. Like, you're doing way too much. He'd been on a lot of dates and they didn't work out. That was really a red flag to me. Like, bruh, something is up with this nigga. Like, something is really wrong. And I didn't really process it, but I was like, yeah, something is really off. His birthday was 2 days ago, like 2 days before the date. And mine was not too long before the date. I was like, oh, you're a Leo. And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I'm a Leo too. So I was just like, oh, okay. So he was like, I know you're a Leo. You're very passionate. And I'm like, bitch, I don't even believe in that astrology shit. I just like follow the bandwagon, but I don't believe in it. He's like, I know you're passionate. Show me that passion. And I'm like, I was like, okay, you know what? I think I need to go. He was like, please don't leave. You want to see it? I was like, want to see what? He He now actually dragged my hand to touch his penis. Bitch, he dragged my hand to touch his fucking penis in the car as I was about to leave. He was like, please, and he dragged me. Like, that was literally assault. And let me tell you, bitch, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it, bitch. I wasn't grabbing nothing. I was like, where is it meant to be? So he was like, please, I can bring it out. I can show you. You want me to show you? Please, please come and look at what you're doing to me. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for the day. And I just literally banged the door and I went to my car, y'all. That was so weird. And then he zoomed off. He just like hissed and he zoomed off. I was like, you're meant to be a 40-something-year-old man with your own business and to be very comfortable in life. You cannot be this thirsty. Like, it's not legal to be this thirsty. You shouldn't be this thirsty. Like, this is not right. And I was just like, yeah, like, dude, you need to fix whatever it is going on with you because this is just not cool. And this is why you don't get anybody wanting to come out with you again. I think it was a situation where he didn't expect me to like be like this. He thought I was catfishing him. And then when I didn't and he saw a very beautiful girl, he just lost it. And he wanted to take advantage of the situation because he didn't want me to have a chance to change my mind. He tried to get me drunk. That is some pervert ass behavior. You don't do stuff like that. You have no social etiquette. Literally assaulting a girl in a restaurant. I told him clearly, don't do it, and he kept on doing it. That's assault. I was like, thank God I got out of there safely. You know, that really like put me off online dating for like weeks. But bitch, I came right back because being single is not easy, girl. It is not easy, and a bitch can't be single for long, okay? Anyway, guys, that's my story time. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. Have you been in a situation like this where you went out with a perv that was literally trying to get you drunk and take advantage of you? Because, bitch, this ain't never happening again, bitch. I'm always going to pre-screen before I go anywhere. Let me know your experience in the comment section below. And let me know what you guys think about my makeup, girl. And my nose and my everything. Because, baby, I am feeling this look, girl. I am feeling it. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. And I'll see you in my next video. Till next time, lovelies. Au revoir.